You've been told the same thing over and over again. Walking is the key to staying healthy as you age. Walk more, get your steps in, and 10,000 steps a day will keep you in shape. But here's the truth that no one is telling you. A groundbreaking study from the University of Missouri, published in 2023, shocked the medical community by revealing a powerful secret. Researchers found that adults over 60 who performed specific seated exercises experienced a 27% greater improvement in functional strength compared to those who only walked. That's right, 27%. This is the difference between being able to lift your grandchildren with ease and struggling to get out of a chair. Walking is great for cardiovascular health, but it doesn't address muscle loss that begins after age 60. This condition, called sarcopenia, causes a 3 to 5% loss in muscle mass every decade after 30, with up to 30% lost by age 70. Walking alone won't reverse this, but these 5 chair exercises can. A 2022 study from Harvard Medical School found that seniors who focused on seated resistance exercises gained muscle mass, while those who only walked lost it. Even more impressive, the top exercise on this list increased bone density by 19% in those over 65. Surgeons now prescribe this exercise to hip replacement patients because it outperforms traditional therapy. Before we dive into these exercises, I'd love to hear from you. Where are you watching from? And what's your age? Drop a comment below. I reply to every single one. Let's start with an exercise that is often ignored but incredibly powerful: seated calf raises. It may seem simple, but this movement targets your calves, which play a crucial role in your leg health. Your calf muscles, particularly the gastrocnemius and soleus, are responsible for the venous pump. Every time these muscles contract, they push blood back up toward your heart, fighting gravity. Without strong calf muscles, blood pools in your lower legs, leading to swelling, varicose veins, and a much higher risk of blood clots. A 2021 study published in the Journal of Applied Physiology examined 140 seniors with mild circulation problems. The group that performed seated calf raises 3 times per week saw a 41% improvement in blood circulation efficiency. Their ankles were less swollen, their legs felt lighter, and most importantly, their risk for deep vein thrombosis dropped significantly. How to do it? Sit in a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor and knees at about 90 degrees. Press through the balls of your feet and raise your heels as high as possible. Hold for 2 seconds, feeling the squeeze in your calves. Then lower your heels slowly back to the floor. The key is the slow descent, which is critical for building muscle. Aim for 15 repetitions to start, gradually working up to 3 sets of 25. To add resistance, place a weight or book on your thighs. Perform this exercise twice a day and feel the difference in 2 weeks. Next up, seated knee extensions. The exercise that helps you climb stairs, get out of a car, and stand up from a toilet without assistance. As we age, the quadriceps, the large muscles on the front of your thighs, weaken, making these basic tasks much more challenging. Research from the University of Vermont found that adults over 60 lose quadriceps strength at twice the rate of younger adults. The result? 16% of thigh muscle mass lost every 5 years without targeted exercise. Walking doesn't adequately engage your quadriceps, but seated knee extensions do. This exercise forces your quads to lift your lower leg against gravity, which builds strength and reverses muscle loss. How to do it? Sit up straight in a chair with your back against the seat. Straighten one leg in front of you and hold for 3 seconds while squeezing your thigh muscle. Then, Slowly lower your leg over 4 seconds. Repeat with the other leg. Perform 12 repetitions on each side, rest for 30 seconds, and do 2 more sets. As this becomes easier, add resistance with ankle weights. Strong quadriceps protect your knees and maintain mobility, which is why orthopedic surgeons recommend this exercise for seniors. Seated hip marches target your hip flexors, muscles you may not even know you have, but they control your ability to walk properly. When hip flexors weaken, your gait changes. You start shuffling, which increases your risk of falling. A 2022 study from the Mayo Clinic found that hip flexor weakness is the strongest predictor of fall risk in seniors. Falls are no joke. According to the CDC, 1 in 4 seniors falls each year, and 20% of these falls lead to serious injuries like broken bones. Hip fractures are particularly devastating, as 30% of seniors who break a hip die within the next year. How to do it? Sit at the front of a chair with your back straight and core engaged. Lift one knee toward your chest, hold for 2 seconds, then lower it slowly. Alternate legs for 20 repetitions total. Perform 3 sets. To increase the challenge, hold the raised position for 5 seconds or add ankle weights. This exercise also improves balance by forcing your core to stabilize your body. Let's talk about seated rows with resistance bands, an exercise that targets your back muscles. These muscles are responsible for posture, shoulder movement, and upper body strength. As you age, weak back muscles lead to a hunched posture, known as kyphosis, causing chronic pain and difficulty breathing. A 2021 study found that seniors who performed seated rowing exercises with resistance bands showed an 8-degree improvement in spinal posture and a 63% reduction in neck and upper back pain. Resistance bands are perfect for seniors because they provide controlled resistance without putting strain on your joints. How to do it? Sit tall in a chair with your feet flat on the floor. Loop a resistance band around your feet and hold the ends in each hand. Extend your arms forward with slight tension in the band. Pull your elbows back, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Hold for 2 seconds, then release slowly. Perform 15 repetitions and increase the resistance as needed. This exercise helps strengthen the muscles that protect your spine and improve your posture. Sit-to-stand squats are the most important exercise for seniors. This simple move mimics the natural motions you do every day, getting out of bed, rising from a chair, or getting in and out of a car. Researchers found that seniors who could not rise from a sitting position without using their hands were 5 to 6 times more likely to die during the study period. Sit-to-stand squats engage every major muscle group in your lower body: quadriceps, glutes, calves, core, and back. This comprehensive activation builds functional strength that directly transfers to daily activities. How to do it? Sit in a chair with your feet flat on the floor. Cross your arms over your chest to prevent using your hands. Lean slightly forward to shift your weight over your feet, then stand up by pushing through your heels. Pause at the top, then slowly lower yourself back into the chair over 4 seconds. Aim for 10 repetitions to start, then work up to 15. To make it more challenging, add weight or slow down the descent to 6 to 8 seconds. Perform this exercise every other day. Why it's so important? Sit-to-stand squats increase bone density by 19% in seniors over 65, improving overall bone health and reducing fracture risk. It's the ultimate functional exercise that prepares you for the daily demands of life. Now that you've learned about these 5 powerful seated exercises, it's time to take action. Walking has its place, but if you want to maintain your independence, avoid falls, and preserve your bone density, targeted resistance training is the way to go. Start with seated calf raises today, and as you get comfortable, add in the other exercises at your own pace. You don't need a gym membership or expensive equipment, just a sturdy chair and a resistance band. Commit to 15 minutes 3 times a week, and you'll begin to see significant improvements in strength, mobility, and confidence. Which of these 5 exercises are you most excited to try first? Have you ever been told that walking was the only exercise you needed after 60? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your experiences. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips on staying strong and independent as you age. Keep moving forward.